Hey guys, it's Kamilla Lanae, and I thank you so much for clicking this video. Today I'm going to be giving you information, tips, some really good coaching advice and everything, whatever you want to call it, on walking into the audition room. So yes, keep watching. Now, number one thing, you must, not you should or you could or maybe, no, you must. You must walk into that audition room with 100% confidence. You have to have confidence when you walk in that room. You cannot be shy. You cannot be scared. You cannot be whatever. You have to walk in that room with confidence. Don't go in there with your head down, looking sad, looking like you don't even want to be at the audition. Walk in there with confidence. I'm telling you, it will draw so much attention to your energy, to yourself. The casting directors will look at you and they will like your spirit. They will like your energy. They will look at you, okay, this is somebody that, I will probably want to work with. They have 100% confidence. They're comfortable. They're okay. You don't know these people. So you're walking into this room. You never met them before. They never met you before. You never seen them before. They never seen you before. So when you walk in there with confidence, that is something that they're going to like. Trust me. So make sure when you walk in that audition room, you're walking in with confidence. Now, you also want to always stand up straight. Have a nice posture when you're standing. Most of the time, like when you go in the room, they might say, oh, go stand over there on that X. Or go stand on that black tape or that green tape or that yellow tape or whatever. Like it might be some type of mark where you have to stand on or near or whatever, in front of or behind, whatever. So if there's a mark, wherever you stand, make sure your posture is good because 99% of the time they are recording you. So make sure your posture is straight, your head stays up, you're not, especially if you see the camera, you don't have to stare into the camera 24/7. Like, you don't even really have to look into the camera unless they have the camera like directly in front of your face and then they tell you, hey, when you're reading your lines, look into the camera. Then that's a different story. But whatever mark that they give you, go stand on it. Or if they just say, oh, go stand over there, go stand somewhere where you feel comfortable, where everybody can see you, everybody can hear you nice and clear, everybody can see what you're doing, and, it's a good view for them. So make sure your posture is excellent. You want to have excellent posture. Now, say if when you're auditioning and you have a mark where you can stand, but they have a chair next to it and say, hey, you can go sit on that, you can use that chair, as you're reading your lines if you want, you can sit in the chair instead. And if you do choose to sit in the chair, make sure when you're sitting in the chair, your posture is still straight. Don't slouch while you're talking. Don't be chilling back while you're talking. Have your posture nice and straight while you're talking and sitting in the chair. Now, say you're like, I prefer to stand up. Don't tell them, oh, I prefer to stand up. You can say, well, you can say I prefer to stand up to them if you prefer to stand up. You can, but if you do prefer to stand up, make sure you move the chair out your way. Move it out your way because you don't want to fall or trip or hit the chair while you're performing, while you're auditioning. So make sure you move the chair out your way, but before leaving, make sure you put the chair back exactly where you had it. Exactly where they had it. But if, like I said, if you don't sit in the chair, that's okay. Just make sure your posture is good while standing. If you do sit in the chair, that's okay as well. Just make sure your posture is good while sitting in the chair as well. Now, you want to make sure you're listening. You're listening to what they're saying and you're following directions. If you're not listening to what they're saying, you're not following their directions, they're not going to want you. Trust me. That is like, trust me when I say it. Trust me. If you're not following their directions, you're not listening to what they're saying, they're not going to want you at all. If somebody can't follow my directions and listen to what I'm saying and comprehend the things that I'm saying, I don't want to work with you, okay? I want to work with people that's going to listen and understand and follow my directions as a director. Now, they're casting directors, so they still have some type of title above you. So you have to follow their directions. You have to listen to what they're saying. If you don't understand something they're saying, ask them. I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean? I'm sorry, I don't understand. What would you like me to do? Say stuff like that, but in a, kind, professional way. Don't say, what? What did you say? Or stuff like that, or what? I don't understand you. Don't talk like that. Okay, so just make sure you're saying it in a professional way if you don't understand their directions. But if you do, listen listen and follow it. Like I said, if you don't understand, then you ask the questions. But if you understand 100%, follow the directions. Listen to them. Follow their demands. Because if you don't, they're not going to want to work with you, and you will not get picked. They will pass along bad words to everybody else in working on that project on, you could have been a great actor, but your attitude, and you couldn't follow directions, your attitude was nasty or whatever, things like that. So make sure you listen and follow directions. If you don't understand, ask. Now, when you walk into that audition room, you have to be prepared for anything. Okay, yes, you might have sides or monologue that you have to read. Most likely you'll have your sides and you're already prepared it, you already practiced it, and now it's time for you to do it. And if they like you really good, or even if they think you were okay, they might ask you to do something else. Or if they think you have the look, but that's the sides you were reading were just horrible, it didn't go with you or whatever, they might ask you to improv something. So you never know. You have to be up for anything. They might even hand you a monologue and make you do a cold read. So when you walk into that audition room, you have to be prepared to do anything. It might not just be doing those sides that you prepared and you practiced so long and hard for. It might be something else, or they might just give you a scenario and tell you to act it out, or might have the casting director act out some scene with you. Trust me, it happened before. It happens. It might not be a thing that happens all the time, but it can happen to you. So just make sure you are prepared to do anything. Because when you go in the room, you might just be prepared to read the sides, and you think you're awesome and good, and you have so much confidence, and you're happy. And then they tell you to do this cold read, and you're like, I didn't know I had to do this, and now you're all nervous and your confidence went all the way down, and you're just like, you're scared, frightened. I understand, but this is why you need to watch this full video, because I'm going to help you to let you know to be prepared for anything. A cold read, a cold read with a monologue, cold read for a commercial, some other sides that they might give you. Improv, you never know, so just make sure you're prepared to do other things that you didn't practice, okay? Just be prepared. You want to make sure you take control of the room. Take full control of the room. And what I mean by that, I don't mean come in a room and think you're the boss and think you can do whatever you want to do and go over what they're saying, ignore what they're saying. No, I'm not saying that. Listen and understand to what I'm saying, about what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Now, when I say take control of the room, when you come in the room, you want to take control of the atmosphere of everything that's going on in the room. So when you come in the room, you want to have 100%, 1,000% confidence, okay? You don't want any to be shy at all whatsoever. You want to walk in there, you're happy, you have confidence, you're not quiet, you're not shy, you're professional, you're answering their questions with stern, awesome answers, you're going to rock your audition. When you're leaving, you're talking professional, you're letting them know, thank you for having me, thanks for your time, blah, 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 and then walk out the room. That's taking control of the room. Taking control of the room is letting them know, listen, I got this, I can do this, I have confidence, do it, thank them, and leave out. That is taking control of the room. So make sure you understand what I just said, because like I said, taking control of the room doesn't mean go in there and be the boss of the room, okay? Never, ever, 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 and I hope you guys know this for sure, never, ever walk in that room. Never walk in the audition room in character. Ever. Don't do it. Don't think about doing it. If somebody tell you to do it, listen to me, don't do it. Okay? When you walk in that audition room, you are yourself. They have about 30 seconds to a minute, if that, to meet the real you before you get into character, thank them, and then leave. So when you walk in that room, it's all about you. So if I walk in that room, it's all about Kamilla Lanae and Kamilla Lanae only. 30 seconds later, it's all about my acting and that character. After that, bye. I'm out the door. So when they also, besides your acting, they want to know you in that 30 seconds to 1 minute, if that. They want to know you. Hi, my name is Kamilla Lanae. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I will be reading for such and such and such and such. And, you know, they hear my attitude, they get my vibe, they see my smile, blah, blah, blah. But then if you have a character that's like mean and ignorant, you walk in a room, hey, my name is Kamilla Lanae, and you just have this boring vibe, and they're going to be looking at you like, You know, when you're saying, hi, my name is Kamilla Lanae, you are yourself. So you can't say yourself acting someone else. You have to be yourself. Be you. So don't ever walk in that room being a character, because when you go in that room, you're going to slate and you're going to let them know who you are. So you cannot be in character when you're letting them know who you are, because you have to show them who you are. Never, ever, ever, ever walk in the room dry. Don't walk in the room dry and boring and you just look depressed and sad. Don't do that, because they're honestly going to look at you like, if I keep looking over there, it's because the door right there, so I'm picturing people walking in or whatever. But if you come in dry, they're going to look at you and they're going to be looking at the other casting directors like, I don't know if we want to work with this person. Like, look how boring they are. Like, this is so dry. Like, I came across people, to be honest, so many times where their acting skills were amazing, but their personality was just so boring and dry. And to be honest, when I'm on set and when I'm working on other people's sets, I like to be working with the characters, the crew, and the cast. I mean, the cast, I like them to have energy and spirit and funny, and we all have a great, amazing time. But if you're just boring, it's like, I don't want to work with you. I really don't. I really don't, to be honest. So if you walk in that room and you're boring and dry, most likely they don't even care how good your acting is, because they already said they don't even want you. And they're just going to let you audition to be nice. Fun fact. Trust me. Now, when you walk into the audition room, please don't have 50 bags in your hand and a pocketbook, and don't have all that stuff, because it's distracting and it's too much. I'm not saying you're not going to get the part. You may get the part. It doesn't matter how many bags you have, but that's just a little too much coming into the audition room. They just want you and you only. If you have a little pocketbook or a little pouch or something, just sit it on the side, then go audition. But if you have tons of bags and you got to carry all that stuff with you, it's like, why did they have to bring this? You know, I'm telling you, that is something that's going to get brought up. But just try not to bring too much stuff with you. If you have to and there's no other option, then okay, yes, bring it. But preferably, do not bring all the bags into the audition room. And don't bring anybody with you unless you're a minor, and then the parent can hold it. Parents, do not think you can go in the audition room with your child 24/7, because you cannot. Okay? Just wanted to throw that in there also. Now, don't walk into the room with too much confidence thinking you are going to get the part, or you got the part, or you know you're really good, you're going to get the part for sure. Don't walk in the room like that. And please don't show any type of emotion like that, because if they see you do that, they honestly probably won't even care of your acting. They might even kick you out the room. They don't want people with confidence too high, like, oh yeah, I'm the best in this room, I got this, I'm gonna get picked, oh, you might as well go home because I'm getting picked, or stuff like that. They don't want people like that, and I wouldn't even want to work with people like that. So if you have that type of attitude, you need to change it, or you will not get parts, trust me. And this basically follows the last advice I just said. Don't go around telling people, oh yeah, I know I'm going to get picked. Oh yeah, trust me, I'm going to get picked. Because you don't know who's around. You don't know who's around that works there. You don't know who's around. That could be the producer, the director. You don't ever know who the people are that's there. You just see a bunch of people and that's it. You don't know who is who and their job titles. So they might see you and just really dislike your attitude and don't like your confidence, because your confidence is just too much. And they might go tell somebody, listen, that person with the curls and that pink shirt and the hoop earrings and she's dark skinned, don't pick her. Her attitude is horrible. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure they can describe you so fast, a snap of a finger. Make sure, and or they can you just never know. They can wait until you about to go in the room and let the people know, oh, they're about to come in. Don't get them. They can't get paid. You know, like, you never know. Don't walk in there like you are just thebomb.com and you're awesome. But that wraps up this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please keep coming back for more. The subscriber count has been growing, and I thank you guys so much. Please subscribe down to this channel down below if you haven't already. Put your post notification bell on. We post every Tuesday and every Friday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Peace.